Temperatures warming up at Camelback Ranch in Glendale. The Padres coming in to face the Dodgers, their final meeting of spring training. Hi again, everybody, along with Rick Monday. I'm Tim Never. Glad you're watching Dodgers baseball with us today from spring training here in Arizona. When you look at the 1-2 punch at the top of the lineup today, again, it's Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. So far, what have they done? They've just combined for 5 home runs, Freeman with 3 of the 5.
And they've hit the ball very well. Obviously, the defense has been there as well. Mookie Betts will be in right field today. Hit a home run. Nothing new on the middle of the plate in. That's the area he's done all the damage. Of course, 35 home runs last year. That's a franchise record as far as the home runs hit by a leadoff hitter. That was by Mookie Betts last year. Then you look at the other guy you talked about. Freddie Freeman has not done a bad job either. He's gone to left center field. He's gone to right field with a home run. Didn't pull the ball for home runs a lot last year. Only 8 of the 25, but he has been just really a tear, hitting the ball all over the place and hitting with some authority.
See what they do at the top of the order again today as the Dodgers will play their final game before a day off tomorrow. Then the World Baseball Classic coming up shortly thereafter. Noah Syndergaard has the ball on the bump this afternoon. It'll be his first start, but his second appearance. He appeared last week against Cincinnati.
Yeah, on Tuesday against Cincinnati, a couple of outings that he had as far as the innings go, and had a couple of strikeouts on top of it. One thing about Syndergaard, too, he's trying to get the velocity back. He peaked out at about 93 on Tuesday. He said he would like to get up in the upper 90s where he once was, but for Syndergaard, too, not going to see him for a long time. Last year, he struggled in the first inning in particular on the mound.
So Syndergaard will go against Nick Martinez of the Padres today. That's your pitching matchup as we count you down to the first pitch at Camelback Ranch. San Diego and L.A. coming up. On Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr., where all your charbroiled burger wishes come true. Another nice Arizona afternoon, and the temperature is starting to go up here. Weather beginning to turn, and it's time now for your starting lineups. Brought to you by your Lexus dealers. For the Padres, Trent Grisham will lead off. Fernando Tatis Jr. will be in right field, batting second today. Matt Carpenter at first base, hitting third. Luis Campusano, the catcher, will bat cleanup David Dahl. And Austin Nolan, the DH spot. And Rougned Odor, recent reacquisition. Jackson Merrill, the shortstop prospect, is very good. And also Jansen Woody over there at third base, facing Noah Syndergaard. Make his first start with the Dodgers. He piggybacked Julio Urias last week against Cincinnati. And he will piggyback with Dustin May today. May will come out and follow Syndergaard here today.
Syndergaard, 2 innings, as we talked earlier. That was on Tuesday against the Cincinnati Reds. Had difficulty last year in the first inning. His ERA was just over 6 in the first inning. After that initial outing, innings 2 thereon, ERA was under 3.5, but difficulty from the get-go.
Just about ready to go. Austin Jones calling the balls and strikes. Quinn Walcott, Dave Tomlinson, Dan Merzel are on the base paths. They'll be rotating throughout the course of the game. And Grisham ready to step in, and we're just about set to get underway. Grisham had a miserable regular season last year as he hit just 184, which was the worst in Major League Baseball. And he went 9 for 82 over his final 37 games of the regular season. That'll get you a 110 average. 0-1 pitch, and that's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Syndergaard topped out at 93, his first outing in spring. Early going, still trying to build up the arm strength. He hopes to get back, well, into the upper 90s.
1 or 2 now to Grisham.
But I think more than anything else, Tim, is it not really the velocity, is it the control of everything? When he first came up in 6 years with the Mets, everybody would ooh and ah when he threw that slider at 90-some miles an hour.
And Grisham strikes out looking, and there's 1 away. That's how Syndergaard's day begins.
So throwing strikes, and for Will Smith catching Syndergaard today. It'll be interesting also up the middle, because behind Syndergaard you got Miguel Rojas at shortstop and Miguel Vargas at second base. So we'll see about that double play combination as they play more games together and really start to understand.
And Fernando Tatis will start with an 0-1 count as he is guilty of a clock violation. Took too long to get ready. Now the 0-1 pitch. And popped him up. Miguel Vargas backpedaling. Shallow center. He's got it. And 2 down quickly for the Padres in the top of the first inning. Tatis will be eligible to play again on April 20th. That'll be the start of a 4-game series against the Diamondbacks as he finishes up his 80-game suspension. 2 down. Matt Carpenter, the batter. Carpenter was looking at the finish line of his career, at least in some people's eyes, but not his. He was just doing okay, hanging on in St. Louis. A 92-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-1 to Carpenter. But last May 26th, he was wearing pinstripes in the Bronx with the Yankees, and things really turned around for him. He had 13 home runs in his first 30 games. That was over 75 at-bats, 13 long balls. And all of a sudden, Matt Carpenter was back on the scene again. Low and in for a ball.
Yeah, but the previous 3 years, I mean, he was looking at the empty parking lot phase of his career.
2-1 to Carpenter. Swings and pops it up. And Miguel Vargas, just a foot or so, a couple of feet now, backpedaling on the outfield grass, makes the catch. And Noah Syndergaard, a 9-pitch top of the first inning. Mookie Betts leading off for the Dodgers when we come back. You buy your Lexus dealers, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, followed by Max Muncy and J.D. Martinez. Jason Hayward in center field, batting 6th. Chris Taylor. And then the Miguels, Rojas and Vargas, hitting 8th and 9th. Nick Martinez will make his final start before joining Team USA for the World Baseball Classic. And he's pitching to his World Baseball Classic teammate, Mookie Betts, and he starts him off with a strike.
That's to start off the ball game with a home run yesterday. In surprise, make that actually here. But we talked about middle of the plate in for Mookie Betts. That has been an area, if you're a pitcher, you did not want to throw him the ball middle of the plate in. Why? Well, majority of his home runs last year, of the 35, middle in.
0-2 pitches low. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mookie. 2 for 9 in spring training, a .222 average, but both of those hits home runs. 1-2 the count as Martinez readies himself. Third base side of the rubber. He kicks and fires, and a breaking ball outside taken for ball 2.
So for Betts, a franchise high in home runs for a leadoff hitter at 35, and 28 of the 35 were hit on pitches middle of the plate in.
2-2, little tapper down to third, foul.
Dodgers know full well Martinez, excellent changeup, throws it a little over a quarter of all of his pitches. How good is it? Well, last year collectively, hitters managed just a .155 batting average against it.
Mookie pops this one up in the infield. Third baseman Jansen Whitty calling for it, and there's 1 out.
I pointed out to you before the ball game, you can tell when 2 pretty good clubs are playing, even in spring training. Highest number of scouts that I could count before the game, 13 major league scouts. And there have been a couple of more added since that count.
Freddie Freeman takes up high ball 1. Well, they want to see the big game in Arizona today. Dodgers Padres. They're all big games in Arizona. Different looking lineup for the Padres as Freddie hammers one to left center field, but ballpark's going to hold it, and going over there to get it is Trent Grisham for the second out.
In fact, the count of major league scouts has gone up to 17. So there's a lot of reporting. Of course, remember, too, WBC is coming up, so that means a lot of younger players are going to have a chance to show their wares. And for teams looking for, well, substitutions, maybe signings, injuries here, acquiring another player.
Will Smith, 3 for 11 in spring training. He'll take high ball 1 from Martinez, who will be his battery mate next week for Team USA. Smith, no homers, 1 run batted in. And Martinez, who was a starter at the beginning of the year last year, went to the bullpen full time in late June and is back as a candidate for the starting rotation for the Padres. Two and 0. Now it's 3-0. That pitch up high. Max Muncy waits. He is over near the on deck circle, not in it. Nobody's ever in it anymore. 3-0 pitch. And Will clubs this one to the gap in left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Cutting it off is Grisham. And a 2-out single for Will Smith. His 4th hit of spring training.
Will Smith handles that ball that is up in the strike zone as well as any player in baseball right now. Not an easy pitch to handle, but since the first time we ever laid eyes upon him, Will Smith just he can hit the high cheese.
Carpenter holding Smith at first base. Muncy facing Martinez. Right-hander sends one home, and it's high for ball 1. As a starting pitcher last year, Martinez had 10 starts. Had a 4.30 ERA, but as a reliever in 37 relief appearances, his ERA was just 2.67. He did much better out of the bullpen. Breaking ball for a strike, and it's 1-1. Let the Padres feel he'll be a part of their rotation. The rotation will be led by Yu Darvish. Joe Musgrove, who is injured right now. Swinging a foul ball. In fact, Musgrove likes to work out with kettlebells. And he also likes to work out barefoot. And he dropped a kettlebell on one of his feet and broke a toe. So the Padres have instituted a new weight room rule where you have to have shoes on. But Musgrove is out for a little while until that gets better. Blake Snell still working. And Nick Martinez will be in that. But the Padres are considering a 6-man rotation, at least to start the season. Muncy lines one to right field. That's a base hit. Well, Muncy with his 3rd hit of the spring. He's now 3 for 12. The Dodgers back-to-back base hits with 2 outs in the bottom of the 1st inning.
For Muncy, just handles the ball. They tried to go upstairs, didn't quite get it up high enough. We see a lot of ball clubs. Well, Will Smith talked about handling the ball that's upstairs. Not so much with Muncy. We see a lot of ball clubs that try and crowd him upstairs, inside.
Muncy putting on the oven mitt down there in his left hand, sliding glove. J.D. Martinez takes a strike on the outer half of the plate.
Yeah, you no longer see base runners calling time to put on those protection devices.
0-1 pitch to Martinez. From Martinez, delivered as a strike, and it's 0-2.
Because if the runner calls time, it's charged the batter.
That's right. And I think we've seen some in spring training where somebody might hit a double, they'll slide into second, get up, immediately call time just out of force of habit. But that is a habit that base runners need to get out of. Next offer is low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. J.D. Martinez 1 for 16 so far.
Hasn't quite found the stroke yet, but I don't think the pitch recognition is there yet.
The ground ball slowly hit toward the middle. That is backhanded by Odor. Goes on to first in time to retire J.D. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We'll head to the 2nd inning. No score here at Camelback Ranch. Afternoon in the greater Phoenix area. No score. Noah Syndergaard back to work facing the catcher Luis Campusano. First ball swinging down to short. Rojas there throws on to first, 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 away in the Padres' 2nd.
First 4 batters for the Padres is like they've got a bus to catch.
Sort of like the White Sox yesterday in the first couple of innings.
Oh, they came out of the dugout swinging.
So David Dahl, non-roster invite. And he's done a pretty good job, too. Home run, 3 runs batted in, 6 for 20, hitting 300. 279 last year in AAA. Spent time in the big leagues with the Rockies. 0-1 to Dahl, pops it back and out of play. Now it's 0-2.
Well, that's a good pitch because that had Dahl tied up, jammed him. With Syndergaard, the injury and building back up is okay. How much more does he have to build back up the shoulder? How much of it is mechanics now being refined?
That's sliced out of play down the left side. Okay, so we're keeping a close eye, as everybody is, on Noah Syndergaard. Where is he going to slot into the Dodger rotation? And what's his development going to be like here in Arizona? 0-2 pitch. He'll tap her up the first base side. Swinging bunt. Picked up by Syndergaard. Tosses to first. Freeman's got it for the out. 2 down.
Nice play. Not only getting to the baseball, and he knows the runner's coming down the line, and then the problematic to make the throw and avoid hitting the runner.
To throw it out toward the second base side of the bag. It's a good throw. 2 down. Designated hitter Austin Nola batting. 4 for 11 during spring training. First ball swinging. There's a shot flagged down by Vargas at second base. A terrific play by Miguel Vargas. He throws on to first to get Nola. Just 6 pitches for Syndergaard to get out of the second inning. 6 up and 6 down to the first 2 for Noah Syndergaard, helped out by Miguel Vargas. The second inning, Jason Hayward leads off against Nick Martinez. Takes high for a ball. Jason Hayward, a non-roster invite, made some swing adjustments. They seem to be paying off.
Swing adjustments, and also he has changed his body position, the hand position. To this point, is paying off.
He's ahead 2-0. Well, Jason Hayward's got a lot of fans around the game. And most of the time you run into somebody here at this complex or we go on the road and people from other teams asking about him specifically, and he's done well. I mean, defensively, he's always been able to go get it, and he's still able to do it.
Yeah, still able to do it. I said the other day, he's been vulnerable to the ball that is up, and oddly enough, the target was upstairs on the first pitch to him.
3-0. High strike, and it's 3-1.
But if there's someone that can figure it out, Jason Hayward, a very bright young man. He's not afraid to work hard. Boy, does he ever.
That ball 4 inside, so the leadoff man is aboard.
And Hayward can do so many different things. I mean, the versatility of playing all 3 outfield positions. He has the throwing arm, so you're not losing anything there if you put him in right field. He's in center field again today. And if he can just find the stroke and get the confidence back, it's going to make this ball club.
Chris Taylor 3 for 13. No home runs, 1 run batted in. Strike to him. Out in left field today, so he'll be moving back and forth between the outfield and the infield. He'll be a very valuable piece to this Dodger puzzle this year. And the 0-1. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
You're the guy we've been talking a lot about, and for very good reason. That is throwing his name into the hat, also an outfield spot with the competition, James Outman, who's not only playing well defensively, swinging the bat very well.
Martinez sends one home, and that's on the inside edge for a called strike. 1-2. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the competition in the outfield for the Dodgers. There's not a lot of things. I should say more things are set in stone that are not, but I think in the past couple of years, everything was pretty well set. I think at least in the organization's mind, who would be playing where. This year, there's some legitimate competition.
Absolutely. Competition in a camp is not a bad deal either. You rise to the occasion. Everybody knows the schedule, although this year their time schedule a little bit off because of the WBC. Some going, some staying.
Yeah, today and tomorrow are going to be what's known as scatter day, when everybody scatters to go to their respective WBC sites. Some have already left, and depending on where they are. Little roller to the first base side. Toss to Martinez, who drops it. And Taylor's going to be safe.
Carpenter looked to second base and then made the toss, but Martinez kind of haphazardly reached out, clanged off the glove on a check swing. Looked to second, throw the ball, trying to catch the ball, find the bag, and well, they found the bag, not the ball.
So that'll be an error on Martinez. Miguel Rojas, 4 hits and 10 at-bats in spring training. 400, 236 last year with the Marlins. 2 on and nobody out. No score, bottom of the second inning. Martinez deals high. Martinez not only is a member of Team USA here, but he was in the last Olympics. They played in 2021, the 2020 games in Japan, and he was on the silver medal winning team. That was managed by Mike Scioscia.
Rojas discovered his swing a little bit better once he was moving to the Marlins. And for those on the television side on this simulcast, you can see a little toe tap to begin with the left toe. There's a balance issue to begin with in the stance.
Rojas rips this one down the left field side. That's headed for the corner. Hayward touches third. He'll score. Taylor's going to come around as well. The throw will be late. And into second standing Miguel Rojas with a 2-run double. Dodgers lead it 2-0.
Well, that little toe tap is a timing mechanism for Miguel Rojas. No question offensively, or make that the defense. The question has been maybe the offense on a consistent basis. Really improved once he went to the Marlins, gained a lot more confidence. He handled that pitch like he knew it was coming.
Well, he really stung it. Second double of the spring for Miguel Rojas. And sets the table for Miguel Vargas, who's not swinging again today. It'll be his last game where he does not swing the bat. Dave Roberts telling us this morning that he'll be cleared after Tuesday, so expecting him to play Wednesday night, and he'll swing then.
And Vargas will be thrilled.
I guess you can learn something, though, when you're told to go up there and not swing. Just watching pitches and
yeah, well, I talk so many times. Okay, you come into camp. Yes, you're retraining your legs and your arms and everything. But a thought hit me last year too. Another thing that you're training, your eyes to track the baseball, to pick up the release point.
And Martinez takes advantage of Vargas and strikes him out on 3 pitches.
The problem is most of the people in the stands are just went, oh, they have no idea that Vargas is under instructions right now from the medical staff. Do not swing the bat.
Well, that's going to be it. Bob Melvin coming out to get Martinez. So Martinez is finished with the Padres for now. He will go to the WBC to represent the United States. And we'll have a pitching change, our first of the ball game. 2-0 Dodgers in the second. Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic caps, T-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your Dodgers at MLBshop.com. So the new pitcher will be Edwin Bencomo, over from the Padres minor league camp. So he's coming in with a runner at second base and 1 out after 2 runs scored on the Miguel Rojas double down the left field line. Martinez goes an inning and a third, still responsible for Rojas at second base. Mookie Betts 0 for 1. He popped up to Jansen Whitty at third to start the Dodger first. He'll take a ball low.
Think of all of the years in Dodger franchise history. All of the leadoff hitters. Last year, Mookie Betts set the franchise record for home runs as a leadoff hitter with 35. Happens to be a career high also for Betts.
He's got a few more in that tank we'll expect to see this year.
Well, keep in mind, too, we've not really heard any dialogue from Dave Roberts, who right before the beginning of the exhibition games was asked and said he had been contemplating the possibility of moving Betts out of the leadoff position and put him somewhere else. We have not heard that chatter since.
He watches that one the whole way and takes a strike. 3-1. No, that hasn't been a topic. I don't know, the last, 6, 7 days?
Well, with Betts, it's been, is he going to play right field most of the time? Is he going to play second base? We've seen him at both.
Pitch is swung on, popped up again, left side of the infield. Shortstop Jackson Merrill, Padres' #1 prospect, backpedaling and will make the catch. And there are 2 men out for the Dodgers in the second.
Here's where the Dodgers have excelled so far. Coming to today's game with 2 outs in the exhibition games. Yes, underline exhibition. They've hit over 300. With 2 outs, 31 hits of the 76 as they started today, coming with 2 down.
Then Como kicks in, sends one home to Freddie, and Freddie takes a strike.
What does that mean for the upcoming season? Nothing other than the confidence level. And believe me, there's some chatter that goes on. Okay, 2 outs, time to get it done.
Ben Como's pitch low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, Freeman's hit one to right. He's hit one to almost center field, and he hit an opposite field home run yesterday. Chopped this one right off the front of the Padre dugout. Ball and 2 strikes to Freddie Freeman. 2 down, and Rojas the runner at second base. Facing Edwin Bencomo out of Rio Chico in Venezuela. Made it as high as AA last year. Had 11 appearances in AA San Antonio. Another foul ball. This one caught by one of the Padres. With a bare hand in the dugout, probably not advised. Bencomo checks Rojas at second, now comes home, and it's outside. 2-2. Expecting to see Steven Wilson, Ryan Weathers, among others, pitch today for the Padres. Rojas has a big lead, and now Freddie strokes one in the air to right center. That is going to split the outfielders and bounce to the wall. Rojas jogs around third and scores, and Freddie changes places with him with an RBI double. It's 3-0.
Another base hit with 2 outs. Another extra base hit for Freddie Freeman, who just worked the count. That breaking ball down and in, really kind of in the wheelhouse. Freeman, the defense lines up a little bit aiming towards left center field, but he'll hit it anywhere in the ballpark.
That's his 8th run batted in this spring. He leads the club.
1 inning, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned.
And now Will Smith 1 for 1. He singled with 2 outs in the first inning. Bencomo fires one in the dirt. Ball 1.
Correction, Martinez, 1 and 1/3 inning. 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout.
Closes the book on him. So 3 runs on Nick Martinez in just an inning and a third. I think during the regular season the Dodgers would take that anytime. Against anybody, get 3 runs in an inning and a third. Well, the Dodgers and Padres won't play each other as often anymore with the new schedule. Ground ball up the middle and a base hit. Freddie's going to come around third, and Freeman will score. It is 4-0. Will Smith 2 for 2, and his second spring RBI.
A couple of Dodgers look like they're already in midseason form as far as the hitting aspect. Oh, it's still early, but breaking ball again down low. Freeman got one, and now Will Smith gets one. So Smith hit the high fastball, line drive to center field the first time up, and now, breaking ball.
Max Muncy is 1 for 1. He singled last inning, batting for the second time in the game here in the second inning. And he strikes one. That one's going to go to left center field and deep. Grisham's not going to get it. Bounces off the wall. Smith will round third. He'll come home. And the Dodgers are moving the line here in the second inning. It's 5-0. Muncy with a second double of the spring and his first run batted in.
Well, between the second, third, and fourth hitter in Dave Roberts' lineup today, they have 5 hits. They've knocked in 2, a pair of doubles, and hit the ball real hard.
Yeah, we talked about this the other day. That's what you want to see out of Max Muncy, that opposite field gap power. Well, J.D. Martinez waves and misses. J.D. bounced out to Rougned Odor at second base to end the first.
Yeah, I said the first at bat for J.D. Today is it doesn't look like he quite has the everything in place as far as tracking the pitch, maybe picking up the strike zone. Muncy's had very little trouble with it today. Martinez, the 9th batter in this inning.
Pitch from Bencomo. Strike called. Yeah, 8 of the first 13 batters in the game have reached for the Dodgers. 6 hits.
You know, that's going to be a pitch that J.D. Martinez will look at, I'm pretty certain, on videotape after the game is over. Why, in particular? Was it a strike? Was it off the plate? Did it get the plate?
That one's fouled away.
We've talked about Vargas tracking pitches, not swinging, tracking pitches. Where are they located? Well, hitters want to know the same thing. Are my sights misplaced and need adjustment as far as where the corner of the plate is?
Aaron Bates on the left, Robert Van Scoyoc on the right. And the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, a base hit. And Muncy will score. Another 2-out RBI for the Dodgers. And it is 6-0.
4 consecutive hits with 2 outs in the inning. And that's not a bad pitch right there. That's down and away.
Dodgers not shy about scoring runs early, and that's okay.
No, and their manager's rather enjoying this to this particular point.
Jason Hayward batting for the second time. He walked and scored first time up when he led the inning off. 0-1 is Edwin Bencomo, minor league reliever coming out of the Padre bullpen. As Nick Martinez was on a pitch count today and just lasted an inning and a third. He's charged for 3 of the runs. Bencomo charged for the other 3 so far and responsible for J.D. Martinez at first. Bencomo's 1-1. Missed inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Hayward. Bencomo stretching, and now he gets set to deliver. Little low. 3-1.
A great hitter's count. 3-1.
You got to figure he's going to be ready to pull the trigger here. If he gets anything at all to hit. And he does, and he grounds it to the right side. Backhanded by Odor. He'll straighten up and throw on to first. But the Dodgers bat around in the second inning, and they plate 6 runs. Heading to the third inning, Noah Syndergaard. The Dodgers have a 6-0 lead.
Presented by authority of the Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Dodgers.
6 runs on 7 hits for the Dodgers. And Dustin May getting loose. He'll back up Noah Syndergaard when he's all done. Syndergaard facing the left-handed hitting Rougned Odor. Padres second baseman takes ball one. Well, with the Angels last year, Syndergaard only had 2.8 runs of support per game. A little more than that, double that with the Padres. But in his first start here in spring training, somewhere in the back of his mind, he's got to be thinking, well, if they're going to hit like this is a great place to be. Dodgers sending 10 men to the plate in the second inning, 6 of them scoring. Odor fouls a pitch off, 2-1.
Yeah, that's on one side of the ledger. On the other side of the ledger, they're saying, Mama said there would be days like this.
That's right.
Mama said.
There's a song
and
like
during
that.
the season, there are days like this on both sides.
2-1 wrapped on the ground to the right side. Miguel Vargas behind it. He'll throw on to first for the out.
Syndergaard obviously trying to build up the arm strength and maybe increase the velocity. But keep in mind also with 24 starts, there was some fly in the ointment as far as runners taking advantage of him. He allowed more stolen bases than any other pitcher in baseball. 30. That's over 24 starts.
Right. Jackson Merrill, shortstop. Well, that's certainly something the Dodgers are going to keep in mind. Mark Pryor, obviously, you've got to make that a priority. You just can't allow those free 90s. And Merrill bounces it to third. One hop off the grass for Muncy. Gets it to first on time, 2 down.
Well, it looked like a relatively normal play. Muncy read it really well off the bat. He started to come in, and then he said, no, I'm going to get a bad hop if I do that. He stayed back, realized he had some time to make the play to begin with. A couple of steps in, then he backs up, waits for the ball, and plays the much better hop, although you can't wait too long. Merrill runs pretty well.
I mentioned it earlier. He is the #1 prospect for the Padres.
And for very good reason, too.
Jansen Whitty takes a breaking ball. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Padres have certainly made some additions this year. Many of them are expected to really enhance what has been a pretty good program anyway in the last couple of years. Many fans in San Diego expecting a banner year. They've actually capped season tickets. So they're expecting great attendance this year. And a pitch timer violation on Jansen Whitty. So it's not going to be 1 and 2. It's the second one this game. Fernando Tatis Jr. had the first one.
And Manny Machado had the first batter's pitch clock violation in spring training.
A swing and a miss, and out on strikes is Whitty. A 9-pitch inning. He's perfect through 3, and he hasn't thrown more than 9 pitches in an inning. Oh, good outing for Syndergaard. Well, if this pitcher for the Padres looks familiar, it should. This is Nick Martinez, the starter, who came out and now has re-entered the game to face Chris Taylor.
Yeah. In technical terms, this is a do-over.
So he went an inning and a third at first, gave up 3 runs, 1 of them earned on 3 hits, and struck out 1. That was Miguel Vargas, so that was kind of a gimme today with Miguel not swinging.
Can't beat spring training, can you?
No.
And this is the advantage you have in spring training, because if you need to, you can allocate different rules as far as players on the field.
We thought he was done, but now he is back. 2-1 to Chris Taylor. Taylor reached on an error by Martinez in the second inning. Fouls one away.
Well, it's interesting also with Martinez because it just jogged my memory. If you watch his windup, he's like a cat going back and forth with his feet back and forth and back and forth. So there was a question with the umpires. What constitutes Martinez going into the windup and stopping the pitch clock? Because there's constant movement. So you go back and forth, rocking back and forth. Well, it's not until he picks up that front foot to start the delivery does it stop the clock.
Ground ball to short. And waiting for it was Jackson Merrill. He throws out Chris Taylor. So Noah Syndergaard somewhere in that crowd of blue uniforms. 3 innings, no hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks, 24 pitches, and faced 9, got them all out. It's about as good an outing as you can ask for in spring training.
Brief outing, especially when you start to look at the pitch count over 3 innings.
Miguel Rojas, 2-run double, batting in the 8th spot today. And he'll hit this one in the air to center. Trent Grisham spies it. Now comes in a few steps and makes the catch for the second out. So 2 gone. Miguel Vargas will get a look at Nick Martinez again. And if he strikes him out again, do you put asterisks on these strikeouts for him? Went down looking on 3 pitches, and he's not going to take the bat off the shoulder here, but now there's a ball.
But he does have 3 walks.
4.
4 now.
4 of them. Yeah. And the 1-1. And a strike call. So 1-2 to Miguel Vargas. The hairline fracture seems to be healing pretty well. Trace Thompson is now loosening up. And there goes Vargas out on strike. So both strikeouts for Martinez were Miguel Vargas. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We go to the 4th. 6-0. Baseball, he'll be wearing red, white, and blue for the United States as his afternoon is done. And he'll head out to the clubhouse. Make sure to bring your group to Dodger Stadium for an experience you'll never forget. Head to Dodgers.com/groups or call 1-866-DODGERS-PROMPT-5 for more information. Dustin May will take over now for Noah Syndergaard. I expect Dustin to go multiple innings. He'll face Trent Grisham. Grisham batting for the 2nd time today. Syndergaard struck him out looking in the 1st. Just 6 appearances last year in the big leagues after coming off Tommy John surgery. But he is a full go this spring.
Well, the number that really catches your eye was at the bottom of that list. Batting average against 194 was all.
1-1 pitch. Hey, wave and a miss. He just whistled it past Grisham. Of his 6 appearances, he had 2 starts against the Padres last year. And he just overmatches Trent Grisham, who strikes out for the 2nd time.
Many people said, if you're looking at it, I said this the other day when he pitched, he's got the nastiest stuff on the team. We're talking about movement, velocity, and now coming off the Tommy John surgery.
Well, Tatis Jr. is at the plate. He will take a ball. Tatis popped up to Miguel Vargas first time up. He also had a pitch clock violation in his at-bat. He will not play shortstop for the Padres. He pops this one up, shallow right. Vargas is out, and he makes a fine over-the-shoulder running catch. And Miguel Vargas retiring Fernando Tatis Jr.
And Vargas just continues to show a lot of range, and we've seen him move on ground balls to his left and to his right. He ran a long way here, and there's a lot of trust between those two. As far as vocalizing who's going to catch it, you veer off as the outfielder. Nice play.
2 outs, Matt Carpenter, the first baseman. May snaps one in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty.
Austin Jones, the home plate umpire, does not leave any doubt in your mind on the strike.
Yeah, but you like that, don't you?
To me, it reminds me of Dutch Rennert, retired Major League Baseball umpire. But although Dutch would take a couple of steps to his right and then belt out strike.
Ground ball to the right side to his glove side is Vargas. He gloves it, throws on to first, and it's another 1-2-3 inning. Padres 12 up and 12 down. Dodgers leading it 6-0. 6 runs on 7 hits. A big goose egg so far for the Padres. 6-0 Dodgers. Trace Thompson will lead off, top of the order. Martinez fires home and gets a strike in on it.
Thomas was asked the other day, he said, well, what about your role with this Dodger ball club? And he goes, my role is going to be to do damage against left-handed pitching.
He has. Getting in at bat against the right-handed pitcher here today. And a 1-1. Low. 2 balls and a strike. Freddie Freeman will get another AB. And here comes the 2-1 pitch to Trace. Foul down the right side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trace will be headed off to the WBC. And he just happens to be in the group that is playing here in Phoenix at Chase Field. He is going to represent Great Britain. And that is the first game the USA will have. It's against Trace Thompson's UK team. Full count to Trace. That's up in the air and out of play.
Yeah, that game takes place Saturday night.
Yep, Saturday night. And then following that, the next opponent will be Mexico. And we understand not only did that game sell out, but it sold out in like 15 minutes. USA Mexico. Swing and a miss, and Thompson out on strikes. 1 down in the Dodger 4th. But I mean, if you're thinking about coming to spring training, next week's a pretty good week because you could take in a spring training game and then you can go over and catch a WBC game. I mean, next week is a great baseball week in Arizona. Freeman, first ball swinging, bounces it down to Odor at second base. He throws on to first, and there are 2 down.
Yeah, some friends are doing exactly that.
But I mean, if you're thinking about coming over here anyway, this is great. You should. If you've never been to spring training, you got to come over and check it out. You know, they let you in the backfields. You can watch what's happening on fields 1 and 2. And if you were there this morning, you would have seen, you know, some PFPs going on. Pitchers batting, pitchers fielding practice, and some different things too, where they had base runners and they would do bunt defense and also pitchers working on rundowns. That was on one of the fields. Smith hits this one high in the air to right field. Coming in, Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll make the catch. And the Dodgers, for the 2nd straight inning, retired in order. On to the 5th. Dodgers 6, Padres nothing. Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Along with Rick Monday, Tim Neverett, Camelback Ranch, Glendale, 6-0 Dodgers. Starting the top of the 5th inning, Dustin May facing Luis Campusano, fouls the first pitch off, and it's 0-1. So far, 12 up, 12 down for the Padres. The pitch inside. Dustin May backing up 3 perfect innings of Noah Syndergaard today. 1-1. Ground ball down to third, charged by Muncy. He'll throw along to first base, where Ryan Ward has taken over for Freddie Freeman, and that's the first out of the Padre 5th.
Campusano's right hand, the top hand of the bat, maybe ringing a little bit. He was jammed.
Got a jam sandwich.
They don't taste very well.
No, don't feel good. David Dahl, excuse me, swing fielded by Dustin May. He straightens up and fires a strike down to first base. He put something on it. And Dahl is out, 2 down.
Boy, he took his extra time to make sure which was thrown with a higher velocity, the pitch to home plate or the throw to first base. On the television side, watch him. He will get it. He will straighten up. That's some heat.
2 away, Austin Nola, right-handed hitting catcher, but playing DH today. Foul tips went into the glove of Smith. 0-1. May peering over the edge of the webbing of his glove for a sign, listening for one. And now the kick in the pitch. This one's drilled deep to left field, going back Taylor. Taylor to the track. Taylor will make it over the shoulder catch right in front of the 380 mark. And Dustin May with a 6-pitch inning. And Dodger pitchers have retired 15 straight to start the ball game. Right-hander Steven Wilson will take over for the Padres in the bottom of the 5th inning. 6-0 Dodgers. Wilson 2 years ago had a very, very good season. Last year just one appearance. One start, I should say. More appearances, but started one game, mostly out of the bullpen, was Wilson. He had 50 appearances overall, so 49 as a reliever. And he'll face Max Muncy, who's had a good afternoon so far. Single double, an RBI, and a run scored. First pitch from Wilson to Muncy. He's outside. Wilson from the Denver area, Littleton, Colorado, the suburbs to the south of the city of Denver. Went to college at Santa Clara. Had Tommy John when he was there in 2017, so he's on the other side of that. And Muncy hits one high in the air to right field. Coming in and over to the line is Tatis, and he will make the catch for the first out of the Dodger 5th.
Dodger pitching, as you were talking earlier, I mean, how much can't get any better than what it is unless you're striking everybody out, but that takes more pitches than what they've done so far. 5 perfect innings, just 39 pitches total. So they're averaging just under 8 pitches an inning so far.
Yeah, no pitcher. Well, Syndergaard and May, neither one of them have had an inning with 10 pitches or more. And the last one for May, the fewest in an inning, is 6.
Padre hitters are helping out. It's like they called a cab and it's double parked and the meter's running.
You know, keep in mind, this team was actually no hit on Friday night against the Cubs. Cubs combined for a spring training no hitter against them.
I was not going to rub that in.
Just saying.
You did.
It's early. It's only the 5th inning. One-two to J.D. Martinez. RBI base hit in the second. He'll foul this one away.
You're right. It's still early. We still have another 15 players we're going to see in the game.
I know. Hey, that's spring training baseball, though. The good thing about that is, you know, you get to see a lot of guys you don't get to see during the regular season. You see who's in the organization's plans and who are up-and-coming players.
Well, at least we have a roster of who the Padres have brought with them.
That's good. That wasn't the case yesterday in a game.
Nope.
Martinez pops this one up right side, and that will drift and just get over the netting, bouncing off the top of the dugout. And a great catch. Great catch. Let's see. Now that's some good defense right there.
Teamwork.
Yep. What? 2-2 to J.D. Now that's what, you know, you come down here for spring training. Oh, yeah. He's knows on camera.
Yeah, for those on the TV side, well, he gave like the Mickey Mouse ears kind of a wave.
With his tongue sticking out.
Yes. Knew he was going to be on television. And he was right.
So this will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Steven Wilson to J.D. Martinez. And he'll take it inside, ball 4. The Dodgers with a base runner in the 5th. That ends a string of 7 straight set down in order. Jason Hayward up for the 3rd time. He's walked and grounded out. That happened in the same inning when the Dodgers batted around in the 2nd. He walked to lead it off, and he grounded out to end it. Wilson took a quick peek over to J.D. Martinez, but J.D. a short lead at first, and that's kind of his thing. He's not necessarily going to be a base stealer.
Hayward had altered the stance to begin with, and since he's come to spring training, we've seen him reposition a little bit. Started exaggerated, a lot of weight back on his left leg to begin with. Not as much now, so he's altered that just a little bit. Hand position has moved a little bit as well to try and get himself into a better situation.
So Johnny DeLuca will come out and run for J.D. Martinez now. And DeLuca will stay in that DH spot.
What we've seen the last few years with Jason Hayward in particular, and I mentioned earlier, is that the ball upstairs had become problematic. So trying to change the stance, enabling him to maybe get to the ball a little bit more quickly.
0-1 to Jason Hayward. Foul back, it's nothing.
Yeah, the other day we had a shot of Hayward, and as he was taking the stride, his hands were still going back. And you see the hands here. See how they start to go back and they're going up at the same time. There's a little bit of a hesitation in there.
0-2 pitch. Clubbed foul at the plate. Yeah, these guys watch so much video today on hitting and all the things you're talking about, the mechanics of it.
Well, that's the advantage of having it and the immediacy of being able to check. You know, when you're playing at home, don't know what they have in the dugout here, but playing at home, you can actually go inside and look at video immediately.
A little pop-up that'll be handled by the pitcher Wilson. And Hayward's still at the plate. That looked like a pop-up to you?
All day.
It looked like one to me. And now Hayward realizes he's out. Okay.
Well, I for the life of me, I don't understand what the issue was. And now the umpires are all going to get in on this. Did the ball hit the ground to begin with? Dave Roberts is talking to Hayward as he comes back into the dugout. Did the ball hit Hayward after he made contact with the ball? He gets jammed. Watch the flight of the ball.
Did he?
Well, he immediately readjusts his helmet.
Oh, I see what they're thinking. Maybe he fouled it off of his own shoulder and it went up in the air. And that's why he wasn't certain that was a fair ball. They're going to wave him back. So that's going to be a foul ball.
And they're explaining that to Bob Melvin. So how many times do you see a hitter who stands at home plate what appears to be just a routine pop-up and you get jammed? There's a little discussion. The hitter goes all the way back to the dugout, and then he's recalled by the umpires to come back out and complete now the at-bat. Not often. So
his helmet. Okay.
That's why he was readjusting the helmet.
3-2 pitch from Wilson now to Hayward. And he walked it. 1-2, I'm sorry. The 1-2.
And the crowd's going off of the scoreboard, which had shown 3-2 before that pitch, and now they've changed it to 2-2.
Now they changed it to 3-2.
Why not?
Well, we'll just figure it out as we go along. It's not ball 4 yet.
Someone just yelled out, "That's ball 5." You know, this is labeled as a mystery at bat for many because no announcement was made to the fans, and we have the advantage of looking at our camera work, which has been excellent.
So the count should be 2-2.
Yeah.
Because when he fouled it, it was 0-2.
Right.
So he's had 2 balls since, so that would tell us it's 2-2.
Your Honor, I did not see a thing.
So Hayward waits. DeLuca is at first base. And now Wilson's
We
pitch.
think.
And this one's hammered deep to right center. That is going to be caught by Grisham. Oh, they're going to double off DeLuca. He's already around second.
DeLuca.
Yeah, DeLuca.
He's already at the laundromat picking up his clothes.
Well, what a
He was 2/3 of the way to third base.
what a play
What
by
an advance.
Grisham to retire Hayward. All right, we'll go to the 6th now. It's 6-0 Dodgers. Dustin May out for his 3rd inning of work. Dodgers leading the Padres 6-0, top of the 6th. And Rougned Odor, the second baseman, is the batter. And he takes ball 1. So that was an interesting half inning.
I was going to ask you, would you like to recap that last half inning or the last at bat?
Well, not really. I mean, it looked like from where we sat, we couldn't tell sitting elevated behind home plate whether it hit Jason Hayward or not. We saw it on the replay that it did. The umpires actually got it right without the benefit of replay. And then he just crushes one to the right center field gap. Grisham had a great jump on it. Ends up catching it, and DeLuca thought that was going to the gap too, and he was already at third base. So they got him on the double play back at first.
But aren't you a little surprised that Jason Hayward was not more emphatic about, hey, look, the ball hit my helmet?
Yeah. You want to make a case for yourself. And he's describing it right now, how the ball came up and hit him in the helmet.
Changes are straight up. Hernandez bats 4th.
Payoff pitch to Odor. It's fouled off. The Dodgers have made a couple of changes defensively. Trace Thompson has moved from right field to center field. Steven Duggar is now playing right field. And Johnny Hernandez is over there at third. Michael Busch is at second base. Miguel Rojas remains at shortstop for now. May's payoff. And a ground ball to the right side to Busch. Bobbles it, has time, picks it up, throws on to first base. For out number 1 in the 6th inning.
I go back into the memory bank. How many times have you seen a batter swing at a pitch and the ball, after making contact with the bat, hits his helmet? I don't recall it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a rarity. Strike delivered to Jackson Merrill.
Speaking of rarities, Padres are still looking for their first base hit.
Yeah, 16 up, 16 down. Starting to get toward that fun part of the game when you have these situations. 2-0 pitch is a bouncer to third but foul.
This is also fun to see young players. It doesn't matter what organization, but so much has been said about Maryland for good reason. I mean, he started in rookie ball last year. He'll turn 20 years of age this year.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the correct count.
Then went to low A, hit .325.
Oh, there's a high chopper that'll be picked up by Hernandez. Gets it to first too late. And there goes the perfect game.
Speed, it helps you. So rookie ball, Merrill played 10 games. How did he do? How did he get promoted quickly? Hit .433 rookie ball. In the low A, 45 games, hit .325.
Well, Hernandez did what he could over there. Charged the ball, grabbed it, and threw it, but there was too much hang time for Merrill to run under. And he ends up with the Padres' first hit of the game. Now the Dodgers have retired 16 of the first 17 hitters. Jansen Whitty at third. That is down and away for a ball. Now, what he should do here is hit into a double play. Then they can at least keep the minimum. Wouldn't that be nice?
Would you like to go down and tell him that?
Yeah, he's a little busy. Dustin May's 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Really good to see Dustin May healthy. And no restrictions on him. Down the right side, foul. Duggar will chase, but that'll make the seats. A couple of years ago, May had a 10 strikeout game against the Padres. It was the first of his career on the 25th of April. 6 innings he pitched, walked only 1, struck out 10. Now falling behind in the count, something we haven't seen either pitcher do today, Syndergaard or May. 3-ball count. In fact, as far as we know, in the first 4 or 5 innings, the Padres didn't allow any 3-ball counts. They were swinging as soon as they got in the batter's box. Here comes the 3-1. Now it's 3-2. Well, if you're the Padres here, I know you're down 6-0, but you got good speed at first. You send them on a full count with 1 out, or do you not? Payoff pitch. Runner doesn't go, and that's ball 4. Now the Padres have something going. First and second and 1 out. Mark Pryor will come out and check on Dustin. Nothing doing at the moment in the Dodger bullpen, so Dustin May figures to try to get through his 3rd inning of work. Getting to a point where these starters are getting stretched out more and more.
For Dustin May, he pitched better last year. Interesting note, with nobody on, just a 125 average. Out of the stretch position, runners on base, a different kettle of fish. 296.
Well, facing Trent Grisham, the center fielder. He's 0 for 2. He's got bookended strikeouts, 1 swinging and 1 looking. He'll take a high pitch for ball 1. So we mentioned that May had 2 starts against the Padres last year. And in 10 innings pitched against San Diego, he allowed 10 runs, 9 of them earned. He walked 8, struck out 8. His walks were up when he came back, but really still getting the hang of things. Foul tip by Grisham into the glove of Will Smith. 1 ball, 1 strike. We expect to see a different Dustin May this year, limiting those walks. Pitch looked pretty good. That was a borderline strike, but called a ball right at the knees. Maybe a little low. Says Austin Jones, the home plate umpire. Fouled off to the left and out of play. 2-2 to Grisham. Now, this is important for the umpires too, because you'll start to see some new names. Some more of the minor league umpires will get pushed into vacation relief this year. I shouldn't say pushed, I should say promoted. 10 umpires retired this offseason. 10 veteran umpires. Swing and a miss, and Grisham goes down on strikes for the 3rd time today.
There's actually 1 more that did retire late. And Major League Baseball, I talked about it a few days ago, had the umpire development program in Vero Beach, historic Dodger town. And they had 52 invitees from around the country. And of those 52, there are going to be at least 20 that would be signed to professional contracts.
Tatis takes a strike.
And one of those 52 is a third-generation Rungie.
Really?
Yep. Ed, the grandfather in the American League. Then Paul came on as a National League umpire. Both very good umpires. And
a little slow roller towards short. Rojas picks it up, slings it on to first. Ryan Ward drops it. Throw took him off the bag just a little bit, and Ward dropped it, and Tatis is safe. And the bases are now full of Friars. So that'll be an error.
yeah, just little opportunities to open up the margin, and all the time in the world to make the throw. But it did pull Ward off the bag a little bit. The ball's dropped. That'll be an error.
This one by Carpenter is pulled down the right field side, foul.
Yeah, Carpenter go get some new lumber.
Broken bat. Carpenter today 0 for 2. Bases loaded. 2 down. Low to Carpenter. 1 ball, 1 strike. So a day off tomorrow for the Dodgers, and then come back Wednesday night against Seattle here. Night game, first home night game. That'll be TV only. Our next radio simulcast after today will be Friday. Carpenter couldn't hold up. He went around. That's strike 2.
So Carpenter trying to hold on to the magic that he seemed to find when going to the Yankees after really 3 off seasons with the Cardinals winning 47 games last year between New York and Boston. 15 home runs.
Did he go? To peel down to third? Nope, he didn't. 2 balls, 2 strikes. May shaking off some pitches. Settles on one with the bases full at 2-2. And Carpenter swings and strikes out. And the Padres leave him loaded. Head to the Dodger half of the 6th inning. Dodgers 6, Padres nothing. Opening week at Dodger Stadium, presented by Bank of America, is going to be nonstop celebration that you won't want to miss. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions. Dustin May goes 3, gives up just the 1 hit, strikes out 3 and walks 1. And in the all-important run column, 0. Left-hander Ryan Weathers will take over for the Padres, and they have made a host of changes defensively. Chris Taylor is up. Taylor reached on an error by the starting pitcher, Nick Martinez, in the 2nd inning, grounded out to short next time up in the 3rd. And Campusano needs time. Something going on with the earpiece, looks like, on PitchCom. Continues to dish out the signs. Now the 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes. To Taylor. Max Schrock is the new second baseman. Rangel Ravelo is over at first. Chris wants time. And awaits the 3-0 from Weathers. And a swing and a miss. 3-1. Tatis is out. Liberato is over there in right field now. And this one hammered foul down the left side. The Dodgers batted around in the 2nd inning, put 6 runs on the board, and that's where it's been since. Ryan Weathers, the son of former big league pitcher David Weathers. Well, this one is hit well to left center field, but it will be playable for the center fielder, Azokar, who is now in there for Trent Grisham.
Plenty of room to roam around in this outfield. It's 410 to straightaway center, but then you start to look at the power outings. They are 380.
Rojas getting another at bat.
There's some great sight lines in this stadium to see games, and great sight lines as far as the players to see the baseball. When it was laid out, our understanding is that the direction of the stadium, they wanted to be able to see the mountains, South Mountain off beyond the right field fence.
Rojas just clubs one down the left field line, and it is gone. Miguel Rojas, his first spring homer. 3 RBIs today for Miguel, and the Dodgers now lead it 7-0.
So you can see the mountains beyond the right field fence, and you can see the baseball that Miguel Rojas just hit over the left field fence.
Well, he jumped all over that pitch.
His offense picked up once he left the Dodgers. Always been known as a great glove. He was very quick to the baseball right there. Short, compact swing.
Hit it over the retired numbers. Really good poke by Rojas. Michael Busch, first time up. First ball swinging, pops it up shallow left. And the shortstop, Jackson Merrill, is out there to play it for the out. So 2 down. And that'll turn the order over to the top. And Trace Thompson coming up. The pitch. Thompson, first ball swinging, pops it straight up. Weathers was under it, but in comes the third baseman, Whitty. He'll make the catch, and the Dodgers are done in the 6th inning. But Miguel Rojas, who had a 2-run double in the second, turns on this one and launches it out of here. Dodgers, no runs, just 1 hit for the Padres. Top of the 7th inning. Taylor Scott from South Africa, but went to high school around the corner here, Notre Dame Prep in Scottsdale. He delivers to Luis Campusano, a strike. No balls, 1 strike. And a pitch from Scott. Ground ball to third. Diving is Hernandez. He smothers it. He's up and he throws him out. Oh, what a play by Hernandez at third.
We've seen some hot shots already in the early part of spring training. A lot hit down to third base. That's why they call it the hot corner. Knock it down, pick it up, and throw him out. Nice play.
There's David Dahl fouling off the first pitch. Changes defensively for the Dodgers as Freitas is now catching. Duggar has moved from right to left. Paez is in right, and Eddie Leonard is the new shortstop. So everybody's pretty well changed up from the starters. Tapper foul again, and it's 0-2. Some news from the East Coast today regarding a former Dodger, and unfortunately Justin Turner was hit by a pitch in the face today in a game against Detroit. Swing and a miss, and down goes Dahl on strikes. 2 away for the Padres. So we're hoping for a good report on his health a little later, but a little scary. Very scary when you look at the video. Preston Tucker is the pinch hitter for Austin Nola. He'll stay in as a DH. 2 balls, no strikes to Tucker.
Conversation has been being able to track pitches. That's what we're seeing again today. Miguel Vargas. Tomorrow's an off day, and then on Wednesday he'll be able to start swinging the bat in competition. But the pitch recognition, you just wonder, tracking the ball, it's difficult in spring training to get back into the swing of things. But how well did Justin Turner see that pitch? Obviously not particularly well.
So there'll be more reports on that as the day goes along, but we're hoping he's okay. 3-1 to Tucker. Taylor Scott. Ball's yanked down the right side. And Scott could have gone to the University of Arizona, but turned him down when the Cubs came calling and drafted him in the 5th round out of high school. That started his professional journey, which last year took him to the Padres organization. He was in San Diego. He had 8 appearances for the Padres. Most of his appearances came in AAA El Paso. Tucker walks. 2-out free pass issued. Max Schrock, who took over for Odor, will get his first plate appearance. Batting in the 7th inning. So far, stories of this game. Noah Syndergaard started 3 perfect innings. Schrock fouls a pitch off, and it's 0-1. Dustin May, 3 innings of 1 hit ball, striking out 3. And then the Dodgers bats in the 2nd inning. Miguel Rojas today, a double and a home run. Will Smith 2 for 2. Freddie Freeman had an RBI double. JD Martinez an RBI base hit. That's when yanked foul into the netting behind the first base dugout.
Another complete day already when you start to look at the analysis. You're talking about the offense, the defense. We've seen some plays on the defensive side. The pitching, first 5 innings combined. Dodger pitchers made just a total of 39 pitches over 5 innings.
That's efficient. Low ball 1 to Max Schrock.
And I know what some are saying. Well, yeah, but it's only spring training. Yes, but wouldn't you rather have 39 pitches in 5 innings versus having, say, 4 or 5 walks and fighting the control?
Absolutely. 1-2, ground ball. That's a fair ball down the first base line by Schrock. Tucker's going to run around second on his way to third, and into second with a hit first slide is Max Schrock as he comes up with a double. And now the Padres have runners at second and third and 2 out.
Ball in on him. Ward at first base kind of gave a weird look. He said, wait a minute, is that a fair ball?
Jackson Merrill out of Severna Park, Maryland. First ball swinging. He bounces it down to first, almost on the bag where Ward is. He grabs it, touches the bag, and that leaves 2 runners stranded. Stretch time at Camelback Ranch. 7-0 Dodgers. Head to Dodger Stadium March 30th for opening night, presented by Bank of America. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. Ryan Ward will lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. Dodgers leading 7-0. And Ryan Weathers still in there. Some other changes for the Padres. Taylor Colway taking over in left field. Pedro Severino, the new catcher. And Evan Mendoza is the new shortstop. Ward pops it up foul. And that will clear the netting and go into the box seats. On top of the dugout, gentleman just couldn't reach it. And finally he was able to get it right up against the netting. The fans cheering him on.
And never spilled a drop.
Never. He had a beverage open. Weathers pitch. It's a ground ball to short. Right there, Evan Mendoza goes on to first to Rangel Ravelo. Ward is out. There's one away. Well, day off tomorrow, Mo. Got big plans?
Thought I'd check some terrain tomorrow.
Andy Pajes takes the ball. You're going to do what?
Check some terrain. Yeah.
You mean like sand traps?
Well,
greens?
hopefully not too many.
Things like that. Pajes drills one down into the left field corner. That's a fair ball. Around first he goes. And Andy Pajes will be in with a double.
A young man with a lot of ability. Dodgers have been not afraid to swing the bats, and they have been most selective in the offerings that they have made.
Pajes at second base. Hernandez up. Weathers checks the runner. Now comes home. And it's fouled off to the right and out of play. "55 major league games for Johnny Hernandez." That's inside to him. Backs him up.
So while I will be teeing it up, you have to put your professor hat on tomorrow morning, don't you?
Yep. Good class in the morning on a day off.
Yeah. Are you? Now I've been on with you online when you have been teaching your class.
Mm-hmm.
But behind the scenes, are you a tough professor?
Oh, I'm the toughest. Toughest. They gotta earn their grade. Can't just give them out. No, they work hard. Here's a pitch inside, ball 4, and Hernandez will walk.
And you have shown me some of the work that your students have done. Very impressive.
Well, thank you.
Talking about their work, not yours.
Oh, okay.
But only because of the tutelage that you are giving them.
I mean, what kind of class is it? I had you in as a guest speaker one time.
Yeah. You know what they learned that day? Nothing.
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 It's a free day for the teachers, what it was. Johnny DeLuca fouls one down the third base side. Two on and one out. Bottom of the 7th inning. And Weathers sends one home and a swing and a miss.
You teach a lot of things, and your students get involved and they understand really kind of what takes place. Few people understand what it takes to put together a broadcast, whether it be on radio, whether it be on television, all the different moving parts, responsibilities, all the people that it takes.
Yeah, that's something that'll, you could be a TV production major. You don't necessarily learn it all unless you're in a truck during an actual broadcast. Same on radio. What goes into a radio broadcast? All the things behind the scenes that have to happen. 2-2. DeLuca lobs one into left field. That's coming down for a base hit. Runner coming around third, and he's going to be safe. Andy Pajes will score, and Hernandez takes third.
Hernandez very alert running. Dino Ebel knew that he had something to work with to begin with Pajes coming around the third base bag, and boy, it was not a bad throw to begin with. The timing was right there. Just up the line a little bit. With the ball getting away, and an error will be charged on the throw.
That allowed Hernandez to advance to third.
But the nice thing is, we talk about it a lot, about the little things in a game. Anticipating that the ball may not be handled correctly and taking advantage, advancing a base.
So Steven Duggar hitting. Yeah, heads up for Hernandez. Dodgers now lead it 8-0, bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball called strike 3. So Duggar goes down looking, and there are 2 men down. So David Freitas will hit. A pitch in the dirt, runners stay put. Freitas had been with the Yankees. Also appeared in the Braves organization and in the big leagues with the Braves. 2017, been with the Mariners and the Brewers. But last year in the Yankee organization, never got up. 2020, he played in the KBO. So he got to have a longer season playing in Korea. And a foul tip into the glove of the catcher, Severino. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
A good day to work. Things are beginning to warm up temperature-wise after really back-to-back cold days and evenings.
This has been beautiful. This is what you expect when you come to spring training in Arizona, this kind of weather. And just looking at the extended forecast, we're going to get a bunch of this for the next couple of weeks.
Instead of a bunch of that, well, that has gone.
We had the rain, a torrential downpour one night. Swing and a miss, and Freitas is out on strikes. Dodgers will get a run on 2 hits. There was an error and 2 men left on to the 8th inning. It's the Dodgers 8, Padres nothing. Glad you're with us. Tuned in to spring training baseball, whether it's on television, on Sportsnet LA, or on radio on AM 570 with Rick Monday. Tim Neverett here. Dodgers an 8-0 lead, and this is a guy you want to watch pitch here. Gavin Stone, who climbed the minor league ladder last year from Advanced A all the way to AAA. And had an ERA combined of 1.48. 168 strikeouts in 121 2/3 innings pitched. That's a crazy number.
Yeah,
right
you hear so much about, well, the ability, and all these guys have some ability. They would not be here. I mean, not just some ability, a lot of it. But Stone, from what I understand, also has a good feel for it as well.
Lake City, Arkansas, went to University of Central Arkansas in Conway. A strong-armed right-hander. Not huge on the mound, but really knows what to do with his frame as he gets Jansen Whitty to offer and miss. 6'1" is Gavin Stone, but he can bring it. And the pitch. Missing for a ball, and it's 2-1.
Yeah. Conway's a big city. Then you start to talk about other small cities around there. Batesville, smaller. Bald Knob.
You been there?
Yes.
2-1 foul tip.
Well, I was actually born in Batesville.
Yeah.
But thank goodness my parents decided, hey, let's move to Southern California. I was 11 months old.
Did you get a vote at 11 months old?
No.
You probably would have said, yeah, sounds good. Let's go. 2-2, and he offered strike 3. So Stone comes in, and he strikes out Jansen Whitty, the first man he faces. 1 out for the Padres in the 8th.
And Bald Knob, that's the name of this town. And I actually saw a T-shirt of a gentleman. And I went and spoke at University of New Mexico in January that had a shirt, Bald Knob Country Club.
Jose Ozokar, the center fielder. I bet there's not too many of those shirts around.
Well, and he told me there's no clubhouse. So when you go to play golf, there's this little box. There's a charge, and you put your money in this little box on the first tee.
So a country club without a club.
Exactly. See, you're onto something.
Only in Bald Knob, Arkansas.
Yes.
1-1 pitch. Fouled back, and it's 1-2 to Ozokar. But Stone was taken by the Dodgers in the 2020 draft. Remember, they had a shorter draft, just 160 players. He was 159th, taken in the 5th round. That's in the air to left field. And Steven Duggar will make the catch for the out. 2 gone.
Well, now the population of, well, last count, just under 2,900.
Luis Liberato is playing right field right now for the Padres. Up. Took over for Fernando Tatis Jr. Stone whistles one in there for a strike. Fastball, curveball, changeup, and they're all good. Stone's 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's ahead of Liberato.
7,645. 7,645.
So he gets ahead of Liberato. I like the way he pitches. He pitches in front. And he strikes him out. And Liberato wondering why that pitch didn't get to the plate quickly enough. Gavin Stone, impressive. 1, 2, 3, and he strikes out 2. What's up next for the Dodgers on the spring schedule? Day off tomorrow for the organization. Then Wednesday evening, they'll play the Mariners. So the Dodgers like to play the night games after an off day to give players a little bit more time off than the Oakland A's coming up. After that, that's up the middle and a base hit for Eddie Leonard. Leadoff single for the Dodgers shortstop.
Time of the ball game, and we begin to see a lot of the young players.
Leonard's had a good spring so far. He really has. He's impressed with the glove and swinging a good bat. Now Michael Busch.
And more opportunities because of some of the guys going to the WBC to compete.
We'll see a number of these guys getting some more ABs this next week or so. Busch popped up to short in the 6th inning. 0 for 1 today. Takes a strike.
Hearing from people around the country, and one of the things that happens, message I got that, Gavin Stone, you look at all the numbers and everything else, but from the trading card standpoint, his card is really in demand right now when you start to project, well, younger players, what will their future be? And nice information, Ryan.
Yeah, he'll be. I think we're going to see and hear a little bit more about him this year. Started to hear more about him last year. A lot about him. And now getting to see him pitch in these exhibition games.
Yeah.
He's been impressive.
That's the nice thing, because you can look at all the numbers and the wherefores, but then you actually see them. And I mentioned it's not just the ability and the numbers that go with it, but as Dave Roberts, television side, you see the Dodgers manager right there, having a good feel for what he's doing at an early stage in his career. Stone.
Payoff pitch to Busch. Foul ball, fouled back, or rather curveball fouled back. Beg your pardon. It's getting late early. But yeah, you're right.
You're already thinking off day tomorrow.
I am. You know, the organization has the day off. Typically on an off day, if depending on the pitcher's schedule or whatnot, Bush chases a high one and strikes out. But sometimes there'll be a pitcher throwing, starting pitcher throwing, something like that. But, you know, Dave Roberts was asked today, is somebody going to throw tomorrow? He said, nope, total off day for the organization.
Well, that'll also be good for the medical staff if they can get a breather as well. They put in more hours along with the locker room personnel than anybody else.
All the clubhouse guys and equipment people.
Yeah, what a wonderful job that they do.
1 ball and 1 strike to Trace Thompson, who replaced Mookie Betts. Betts had 2 plate appearances today. Popped out to the infield twice before heading off to the WBC.
That Bald Knob course, by the way, is a 9-hole course.
Well, if you have a 9-hole course, what do you need a clubhouse for?
Yeah.
There's a swing and a miss. Thompson is behind in the count.
And for the golfers that are thinking about, hey, we're going to pack up, a slope rating of 115, which is rather low.
So you have your terrain all picked out for tomorrow?
Well, I cannot just. Well,
just a couple of choices around here.
Yeah.
Trace swings, he strikes out, 2 gone. So Weathers comes back and gets him. Now Weathers will face Ryan Ward. Ward's 0 for 1, grounded out to short. His only other time up in the 7th inning. Breaking ball for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Ward. Man aboard, and that's Eddie's Leonard. And this one sliced to left. And Colway is there to make the catch. And we are on to the 9th inning. 3 outs to get for the Dodgers. They lead the Padres 8-0. Justin Brule called upon to finish things up here this afternoon. Top of the 9th inning. Dodgers 8, Padres nothing. Dodgers out hitting the Padres today 11-2. And Brule last year 24 appearances, was 1-1. Run average 380. And he will face Rangel Ravelo, the right-handed hitting first baseman, and delivers him high ball 1. Gavin Stone, an inning of clean relief in the 8th, facing 3 men, striking out 2. 1-0 pitch, missing again. 2 balls, no strikes. Taylor Scott pitched an inning, gave up a hit, walked 1, struck out 1, did not allow a run. Dustin May, 3 innings of 1-hit baseball with a walk and 3 strikeouts. And Noah Syndergaard started this game for the Dodgers, pitched 3 perfect innings, striking out 2. Only 24 pitches to get through 3 innings.
And only 5 pitchers Dodgers using in this ball game. Also 5 by San Diego. 5 if you count 1 guy twice.
Right, Nick Martinez left the game and then came back. Now, Ravelo walks on 4 pitches.
Which is a lot better than game 1 here in the Cactus League. The Dodgers played. There were 17 pitchers total used in that one. The second game, there were 20 pitchers used.
I think now that we're in game number 10, and when we come back on Wednesday, it'll be the 11th game of the spring. We're getting past that point. Uh-oh. Taylor Colway hit by the pitch. So 2 on and nobody out. And Freitas goes and talks to Brule and says, look, got an 8-run lead here. Just throw some strikes. But Dave Roberts is coming out. He may want to say the same thing, but although a trainer's going to follow him, so maybe there's something up with Brule. And Justin's going to come out of the ball game.
No sense in taking any chances at all.
So apparently there is something up with Justin Brule. He will leave. We'll step aside for a pitching change timeout. We'll have a new Dodger pitcher when we come back to Camelback Ranch. And Justin Brule already headed back to the clubhouse after just 2 batters. He ended up walking Ravello and then hit Colway, and then that was it. Something up with him physically, so he was taken out of the game. And now Jake Reed takes over and will try to finish this thing up. Just 3 outs to get. Reed back with the Dodgers. I remember last year he had 6 appearances, pitched 4 2/3 innings with the Dodgers. He was also with the Mets and the Orioles last year.
He has all the time that he needs to get ready. He came in and threw a lot of pitches, just tossing to get loose, and then finally now pitching off of the rubber.
He was with the Dodgers in 2021 briefly as well.
Well, he has an unorthodox delivery. Comes right out of the glove, and you see his right arm angle. Those on the television side. It's not where the hand does not come out of the glove and go down. He picks the hand out of the glove, and it goes up above the right shoulder, and then comes through with the delivery.
You may remember in 2021 when he made his major league debut with the Dodgers, his wife was an outfielder for the United States softball team at the Olympics. And she was already in Japan, so she couldn't be there, but she watched it. I think it was on her phone or an iPad or something. They got to see his debut from Japan before she went and represented the United States in softball.
During the off season, always has someone to work out with.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, there it is on her phone. How cool is that?
That is wonderful.
So Reed, due to the injury, gets as many warm-ups as he needs.
Those on the radio side did not get the full benefit of that video. That she was looking at her iPhone while she was, don't know if it was an iPhone or not, but while she was in uniform.
Jake, who went to the University of Oregon. It's out of La Mesa. Played baseball, football at La Mesa, at Helix High in La Mesa. The quarterback. I wonder if he threw the football the same way he throws a baseball. I doubt it. Not from the same arm slot anyway. There's Pedro Severino, the catcher for the Padres. He has to scoot out of the way of an inside pitch. He had a good year in the minors last year. Severino did. 329 and 2 stops. AA San Antonio, AAA El Paso. And a strike delivered by Reed. Well, Dodgers just looking to check off an out here. Get the first one and got an opportunity to get 2 in a row. Double play in order in the infield. First and second and nobody out. And 3 outs to end this one. Chopper foul for strike 2.
Need to get this one over so you can go back and start to prepare for your class tomorrow morning, Professor.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't get the excuse, my dog ate my homework.
Can't do that anymore. College is different now, Rick. We don't use paper. There's a swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Severino.
My dog damaged my computer.
Yeah, there you go. I haven't heard that one yet.
That was called a wave and a miss on a pitch that was probably a foot and a half outside and in the dirt. I wonder how difficult it is to maybe track it with an unorthodox delivery to begin with out of the glove.
Preston Tucker, the batter. He walked in the 7th inning. He'll take a strike. So Jake Reed getting things back in order, throwing strikes. And the pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. in the Dodgers with a 6th spot in the 2nd inning. Single run in the 6th and a single run in the 7th. In the 6th, it was a solo shot by Miguel Rojas to left, and he really hammered it. Hit it up over the retired numbers, over the bullpen, and over the stone wall that's out there. Andy Pages doubled with 1 out in the 7th inning. He ended up coming around to score. Pitch up high to Preston Tucker. 3 balls and 1 strike. Eddie Slaughter, the shortstop, shading the bag, playing deep with his heels near the outfield grass, but playing up the middle. And the pitch. He walked him. So Tucker walks for the 2nd time, and the bases are full of Padres. Now, this is one of those situations where, you know, so close but yet so far. I'm talking about the end of the ball game. 1 out. Double play would end it. Max Schrock doubled in the 7th. So he pulled it down the right field line. Want to know to Schrock. Runner at 3rd is Ravello. Colway at 2nd. Tucker down at 1st. And Reed falls a little further behind, now 2-0.
Well, they're playing Schrock around to pull. Right side of the infield.
Dodgers are looking for their 6th Cactus League win. And it's going to take a little longer to get it as Reed was outside 3-0.
Well, no one else warming up in the bullpen yet.
Jake's got a cushion here, 8 runs. But they haven't given one up yet. And always a source of pride for a reliever to keep that 0 on the board. Drills a strike and it's 3-1. Pitch to Schrock. Fouled back, now 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. And here comes the payoff pitch. He got him to pop it up. Runner at 3rd's going to tag. Drew Avens is out there, and he'll throw it home. And that's going to be a run for the Padres, but the Dodgers get an out closer to ending the game. So the Padres get on the board. It's 8-1. Sacrifice fly for Schrock. And Evan Mendoza will come to the plate for San Diego. 247 in AAA last year. He was one of the players in minor league camp. Pitch to Mendoza. This one's toward the gap in right center, and it's a long run for Pages. He won't get it. So Mendoza doubles home a couple of runs with 2 outs in the 9th. 8-3 is the score. Colway comes in, also Tucker.
Prior, the pitching coach will go out and have a visit. Ball out over the plate and going with it to perfection. So Bob Melvin's ball club trying to scratch and claw and come back.
So 1 out to get, just 1 out. Sometimes that 27th out can be the most difficult.
I don't know, and we say this a lot during the regular season. Is there such an animal as an easy 9th inning when you're trying to close things out?
Jansen Whitty has gone the route today, played the whole game at 3rd base. Oh, man at 2nd, that's Mendoza. 2 outs. And Jake Reed delivering to Jansen Whitty. Inside ball one. And a ground ball to the left side. Hernandez gobbles it up, sets his feet, throws to first, and this one's over. And the Dodgers win it by an 8-3 score. And Miguel Rojas a home run in this one. Freddie Freeman an RBI double. Max Muncy 2 hits, including an RBI double and a run scored. And the pitching of Noah Syndergaard, Dustin May, the 2 starters who got to piggyback today, looked very, very good. The youngsters enjoyed it. And so did the Dodgers as they beat the Padres 8-3. Make sure to join us Wednesday on Sportsnet LA when the Dodgers face the Mariners. Access Sportsnet Dodgers pregame starts at 4:30 in the afternoon. For Rick Monday, I'm Tim Neverett and our entire crew here in Arizona. We thank you for watching Spring Training Baseball. Talk to you again Wednesday.